I built up walls like mansions to the sky. Protect my heart so it would survive. But you climbed in like no one else could do. The day I knew I needed you, I was drifting out, safe from any shore. Didn't want to get hurt anymore, but you pulled me in like no one else could do. The day I knew I needed you.
You have been transported to the future. Don't worry, we will absolutely get to the secret to national parks in the future. Stick with us. If not, scroll to the end, near the end. The timestamp might be here, it might not, might be lazy. But don't worry. But here's a little sneak peek. Moon.
So this morning, Kodiak went and hiked Peekaboo and Spooky Slot Canyons, and I stayed in the van, at camp, and finished up some work that I had. But let's let Kodiak tell you all about those slot canyons.
You made perfect sense. I was slowly breaking, but you knew how to mend. We're searching for some answers. Who I was and where I'm running to. I was looking for me when I found you.
Welcome back, everybody. So, what you just witnessed was Spooky Gulch. Now, this is a slot canyon. It was about 1.5 miles to get into it. I don't have my microphone, so I apologize for the audio. It was about 1.5 miles to get into it, and it was amazing. It's not super claustrophobic. You can pretty much see the sky at all points of the hike. The only real downside to it is you have to take your pack off to squeeze through some of the places. So realize if you're going to be bringing a big pack, it's going to be pretty hard to get it through, because I had a hard time getting through a couple spots, holding my pack in one hand and holding the camera in the other, but totally doable. So now we are going to meander over to Spooky Gulch, which is similar to Peekaboo. This is Peekaboo if I said Spooky Gulch. Oops. So we're going to head over to Spooky Gulch, which is literally right over the hill. The whole loop's like 1.7 miles. So,
The birds fly south as the light leaves your eyes. Hold on to your dream. Oh, I know you wanna scream.
Great. So now that you know all about the slot canyons that we visited in Utah, our friends, they went home for the weekend so they could recuperate before they go back to their 9-to-5 jobs, and we headed out to Capitol Reef. So we found a nice little pull-off right outside of the east entrance of Capitol Reef, and tomorrow morning we are planning on hiking the Grand Wash Trail. We're going to do that really early in the morning since we can't take Sage because it's a national park. Probably a sunrise hike so that it doesn't get too hot in the van for her. But we set up camp so that hopefully nobody takes our spot while we're gone. So we'll show you the spot tomorrow morning. As of tonight, we are going to make soup and grilled cheeses and just chillax for a little bit at this awesome spot. It's right by the river.
So on to the grilled cheese.
Can't get it. Why do they make these cans so hard? Here, let's hold it. Van life tip 101, something like that. Always create less dishes. So we are cooking our soup, not in a pot, but in a pan that we cooked the grilled cheeses in. Also, the grilled cheeses are sharing a plate because dishes are hard in, a van. All right, so let's eat some soup. But first, I have a surprise for you, Kodiak.
Let's go find out what this surprise is.
Surprise!
Let's kindle it!
It's like a day night.
Day night!
Woo! I'm not sure you can see anything.
Kind
But
of.
also, you can see the stars from here. So, we're gonna eat this, and we'll probably catch you at the trail tomorrow morning.
Good morning, everybody. It's before sunrise, but the sun is coming up, so we gotta get our butts in gear.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Good morning, everybody. We are on the Grand Wash Trail. I almost tripped. We are on the Grand Wash Trail, and it is unbelievably beautiful. I mean, it's amazing. So, basically what this does is this follows a dry riverbed. There's not really even a trail, and it goes all the way up. And the canyon walls can reach over 800 feet above your head. But the real reason I got the camera out is I wanted to share a secret. So when you're visiting national parks, oftentimes there's too much to do in one day, in a week, to be able to figure out, what's the best hike and are you gonna miss anything? So what I wanted to share with you was a book that Alicia got that has been absolutely invaluable for this. So it's produced by Moon, M-O-O-N, and it's, what's it called?
I think it's just like, a pretty generic title, but it's actually the reason why we do all the cool hikes.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's like, oh, that's the best hike. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Not because we hiked all of them, but because the book is extremely accurate at picking out the best hikes.
So it's the book that popped up on the screen, and you can definitely believe there will be an Amazon link in the description below. 150% recommend getting it because that book is hands down the best thing ever. It shows you all the maps, it shows you all of the hikes, shows you the best hikes, shows you campgrounds, shows you places to fly in, fly out of, lodging, transportation. I mean, it literally has everything.
And with some of the bigger national parks, it even has you're here for one day, what should you do? So look for that. It's like in most of the Grand Canyon or the bigger ones where you're overwhelmed with options, especially if you only have one day. It's got a little blurb about it. That's not for all of them. Like specifically Capitol Reef didn't have what should you do in one day, but definitely look for that because it's been super helpful.
So since we're talking about secrets of national parks, I'll give you a couple more just to satisfy your thirst. Number one of these stupid looking hats. So they are the crushable wide brimmed hats. Mine's Columbia. 150% worth it. So as you guys saw, it's on my head in literally every single slot canyon at Bryce. It is amazing because it keeps the sun off of not only your head but your neck. Number two, make sure you have enough water. I know that that's beat into you at every single trailhead on every single post, but the zebra hike, yeah, we ran out of water and it was really rough. So that's like number two, and that's really, really, really underrated and overspoken. So here comes the Narrows, and these are different than the ones at Zion and I feel like the Narrows is just the term that everyone uses all the time. So here comes the Grand Staircase Narrows.